Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. Got some room at the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Mariota. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert a 3rd and 9. Now Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Mariota on first down. Buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. They go play action. Mariota. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. First target, first catch, and a first down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Throwing on first down is Minshew. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 22, Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position, and sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there.
It'll be Minshew again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They run the counter. Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mariota to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, open man is Kirk, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get them a little space here up to the 5-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Mariota. In trouble in the ball. And that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Following the interception here, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Browns drive about to get started, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead, not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second down and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Minshew. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34, the 20, 10,
you gotta feel it,
and he
baby.
will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Pick 6 all day.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and very short, Minshew. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
At their 49-yard line.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Minshew. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
On second down, Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. He'll decide to keep this once more. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Mariota. Looking for Campbell downfield. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing again on second down. Minshew. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. To throw, Mariota. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
They are not
touchdown.
Ready for us.
Paris Campbell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Ravens 24, Browns 9. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew and a slant hold in by Ruggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Minshew. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, it's James. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that